Well, hello, boys and girls. It's when I feel like 8 o'clock. I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. Feeling a little more refreshed now after I got all my naps in, had some deep sleep meditation. And so we're recovered from the soiree of the 300 subscriptions, and we're ready to go. Last night, I only had one right, but the one that I had right was a good money pick, and the one that I said you should bet, which was Chicago to win over whoever Chicago was playing. I don't have it. The Stars, right. Chicago to win over the Stars. The Wild Devils, I had the Devils. I'm telling you, something major's happening there. I would trade Hall before the deadline, get this out of the water, then find out if that's the Hines is the coach for you. Goaltending, get some goaltending. They're in trouble. They're in big trouble. You lose to the Wild on the road, and the Wild have been on the road for a while. Now, I understand. Wild might not be the hugest talent in the world, but they play their ass off. You start losing to teams like that, it means there's something wrong in that room. Players generally are not lazy. It's usually to do with an energy that's going on in the organization or in the room when they're a step behind or looking like they're just playing with cement in there. That's what New Jersey looks like. Bruins versus the Canadiens. When does Price shit the bed? I mean, how often does that happen? We can't be right. Those are unpredictable things. Like, you cannot predict the Price is going to have that bad of a night. So it happens. Whatever. We move on, and I'm just going to do some really quick. There's lots of games on, so I'm going to do some really quick picks. By the way, I won't even tell you why I'm in the bathroom. Just subscribe and hit the button and all that, and the next video will tell you all you need to know. Okay? So let's get these picks done. Leafs against the Wings. I take this end and over. The Leafs are playing loose. They're playing flowingly. They're so happy. The whole Babcock situation, right? They're so happy that that situation is necessarily over. I don't know how bad things were in that room, but it looked like it. If you remember in my previous videos, I said there's something wrong with that room. I don't know what's going on there. And we found out, didn't we? I guess. There's been lots of murmurs that Babcock rubs people the wrong way and all of those things like that. And there's two sides to that story, and maybe I'll get into that in one of my videos. But the fact for our picks, Leafs are flowing now. Howard is decent. Detroit's a really bad team. I think they'll likely crush him, and it'll likely be an over. Caps versus the Panthers. Holtby and Bobrovsky. Until Bobrovsky shows that he's going to be his old self, I have a hard time picking the Panthers. This is another situation, by the way, where we have a Quenneville who is a lot like Babcock was. And I'm starting to make me wonder if it's just not working. Same sort of thing as Babcock. And where you have in the Caps, you have McKinnon, who is a very progressive coach, and they're flying. So I don't know if Caps injuries. Oh, jeez, Backstrom is going to be back now. I'm not sure, but if he is, this isn't over. If not, I take the Caps to win, but not over. Preds versus the Knights. The Knights don't. Fleury's got some problems in the homestead. He's not going to be playing. Subban is not an NHL goaltender. I've been saying that ever since I picked him up. Now, I said that their goaltending coach, who is like one of those goalie whisperers, might get him going. And he did seem to for a while, but then Subban, his confidence is back down the shitter again, and I think his time in the league is almost coming to an end. Unfortunately for the Golden Knights, that can't come soon enough, but Fleury's not there, and the Preds are starting to roll in the right direction. Mostly because they keep on putting Saros in net. And I've been saying this, Saros was struggling because he's a reflex goaltender. He needs to play all the time. He needs to be your number one to be effective. If somebody's a reflex goaltender, as you know, as like when it comes to reflexes or doing something with reflexes, it's something that needs to keep on going and going. Like you need to continue in it for it to be at its optimum place. So put Saros in the net all the time. Rene is going to be gone anyways, and it looks like that's what they're doing. And as they do that, the Preds should get back on their roll again. So I'm taking the Preds. I'm saying 4-2. I don't know if that's an over or not. That could be an over though. As far as the percentages on my wins on those, I say the Leafs over the Wings is like 80%. The Caps over the Panthers is about 70%. And the Preds over the Knights is about 70%. So there you go, boys and girls. There's your full 42%. I'm going to go have some naps. I'm going to Chinky's House of Pilates and Yoga today. But not before I do another video. That'll be in about an hour post-nap. Love all you guys. Have a great day. Lots of love to you.